Hey, this is a quick video for Jinsu. My name is Robert. I actually had come across your website here, All-in-One Guitars, from this good old guy here, Max, actually demoing this guitar, as you see right here. And I applied just out of curiosity for the financing side of it, just out of giggles on it to see. But I am definitely interested in a guitar of yours, and I'll talk to you about more about that later. But I think at least I wanted to share something with you that may be of value to be able to help you out. When I was actually on looking for your website, obviously I knew the website name itself, but if I was to take a look at it through going through just searching for Los Angeles guitar stores, right? I don't see you anywhere in this top three map area. You may be familiar with that, right? You're actually in spot number, I think you're number 5 or 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, which isn't bad being the size of Los Angeles. But again, people, as you may very well be aware of, are actually searching in they're searching in the top three. That's really where people go to. And of course, that's the map area. Google controls that portion of it. And then this is the organic area, which Google does not control. This is what the backlinks, other things that come into it, your site, the age of the site, a lot of things play into this. And there's a lot of things. This is really important side of it to be in too, because Google can't take this away. They can't knock you out of a ranking like they can here very easily. And they do that from time to time, Jinsu, just so that they can actually drive up their stock and sell more of the Google ads. So sometimes it's a big game. That's why we call it the Google dance. But that being said, when I'm looking in the organic section here, I don't see you anywhere listed again, Los Angeles guitar stores, which is it's a major keyword that people search for. If I go down to page number 2 here, you're on page number 2, and this is actually spot number 14. Again, something to keep in mind, because no one is really going this far down unless they're doing a real in-depth dive. Most people will only stick to page 1, and being on spot number 14 on page 2, you're basically in no man's land here. So keep that in mind. Also, I wanted to tell you that when I'm looking at, well, let's go to another keyword first, and I'll talk to you in just a second about it. So when I actually take a look for, let's go back to page 1 for just a moment here for another keyword term, another big one, Los Angeles Musical Instrument Store. Again, you're not in this anywhere near in these top 3, okay? And you're way down. If I go to, I haven't counted how many out, but you're in this map area. You're not in that map area there. If I go to page 2, I think you're on page 2 of this one here, somewhere in there, All-in-One. There you are. Again, you're at this spot right here. Again, no one's going that far down to really take a look unless they're just really digging deep into the guitar stores. But what's really important to know is where you rank organically here. So I did look at this before. You're not anywhere near on page 1, and I'm not going to skip through every single page for sake of time. If I go to page 6, I believe you're in page 6. Maybe because I've looked at it several times, you might be in page 5 now. Let me go back to page 5, because that will give me a little bit better ranking. All-in-One. So technically you were really on 6, and this is one thing that's really important to keep in mind. Don't get false information from Google. If you don't do what's called an incognito search, which I probably should have done, right? Incognito search is where you go to this window, pop up a fresh screen with no cookies on it. You should get that black window right there, right? Then you're going to get false information about where you really are. So because I looked at it last time, it bumped you up to number 5, which is false information. You're really still kind of back at number 6 here, okay? Again, these are certain things that if you really want to get on first page of Google and drive up your business, there's a lot of things that can be done here. I'm going to give you some simple free ones that can actually help you out right off the bat. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk to you about is called it's called an H1 header. So what this is right here is when Google takes a look at your website, they want to see what information is displayed up here, right? First of all, they want to see, is it a real authentic website, which of course you are. You're a real legit business. Second of all, they want to look at is something called a right here. It's called the H1 header tag. And what that is, it's basically like the title to your book. You know, when you read a book, it's probably one of the most important things you look at unless you know the author. You look at the title to see if it intrigues you. Well, you need, instead of in these H1 tags, some really relevant keywords. Like what? Los Angeles guitar stores. Los Angeles musical instrument. These are really critical, and they could help you naturally boost your rankings up. These different, short version of the guitar name, stuff like that, these have absolutely nothing. I would absolutely get rid of all those right there. Another important part, these are like the subtitles, right? Which are important too. You want to have those in there, as many relevant keywords as possible around guitar stores, guitars, period, right? Anything to do that, not reverb store. These are all things that are on your website. You can keep those other things that are up here, but you need to put more information up here on your to help you rank higher. Once Google does that, that's a natural ranking right there. That'll help boost you a couple pages naturally with just those little bitty fixes right there. So one of the things I did look at too, again, just one major keyword here, Los Angeles Guitar Store. Again, you're ranking number 14 for that. You're 14 spots down, which is, again, down in no man's land right there. So these are a couple tips and tricks I wanted to help you. One last thing I wanted to tell you about and actually leave you with is it's a link generator. So if we go back here let me back up here just a very quick moment. If we go back up and look at, if we look at Guitar Center, they've got 1,803 4.5 star reviews, right? 4.5 star reviews. That's massive. Now, we know they're a big company, but 1,800 alone right here. What's going to help you boost your ranking and get out of spot number 5 or 6 where you're at down here and up further up the chain? This is just one of the legs of a stool, we'll call it that, is to be able to send a link out, which I'm going to put this in your email that I'm sending back to you. Send this to all your customers. It's very safe. It's generated by Google, so you don't have to worry about anything like that, or you're not creating spam for your customers. It's just asking them to give you a review. If you have their email addresses, it works. The same link works for everybody. That'll help you out. Again, boost you up the rank here. No matter what, if we move forward and work something out together, this is my gift to you to help you out with these things. Last but not least, the guitar I am interested in with you is actually this Wolf, the electric 750T here. This is a beautiful guitar. I think you absolutely have some amazing guitars in your shop here at a really reasonable price here. So wanted to see if this is something that you're interested in exploring further. Again, my apologies. I didn't really mean to make an 8-minute video, but I at least wanted to help you as much as I could with this information here. So if you're interested, get back to me, and hopefully we'll speak soon. Take care.